Hey folks, Christina here. This video is going to walk us through how to set an appointment. If you're one of my students or even one of my clients, this video will help you navigate over to the appointment setting site that I use. I use You Can Book Me. This is what you're looking at on your screen right now. And the picture may change by the time you get to watch this video, and the appointment types may change, but the process of setting an appointment is still the same. So, in the beginning of this video, I'm going to talk about students and how students set appointments and why they might set an appointment. And there's several options available for you as a student here. There is, first of all, a general questions meeting, and these meetings can generally be done online. Lots of my students are remote. If you need an in-person appointment, we'll talk about how to do that in just a bit. This first meeting is for general questions. So this could be just a quick check-in. Maybe you need 5, 10, 15 minutes and you want to make sure you have some time blocked on your schedule to do that. That's what the first meeting is for. The second meeting is called an office hours meeting. And this one is generally if you have questions about your homework or questions about the course, you're welcome to set one of those meetings. For several of my classes, there's a requirement of a presentation, and you have to set an appointment time in order to meet up and do that presentation, either over Zoom or in person. And generally, those class presentations are 15 to 20 minutes, but you'll see this booking is for 30 minutes. That gives us a 10-minute buffer to do some tech check, make sure your slides are working, make sure the sound is working. So there's just a little bit of extra time built into that appointment. The next appointment is an academic advising appointment. This one is a little bit of a longer appointment because academic advising or getting help picking out your classes or charting your path to finish your degree or your program of study takes a little bit more time. So in this appointment, you can expect a conversation to talk about what are your goals? What is it that you hope to gain by going to school? And we'll touch base on those things. I also generally will build a plan for my students that shows you what classes you need to take each quarter in order to finish by your deadline. And so again, that one is up to 45 minutes. If we need a little bit less, if we need a little bit more, we can work together to make that happen. The next one I'm just going to briefly touch on. This is a coaching session. This is for mostly my clients use this one, time management, working through an issue, getting general support. I do want to say though, I am not a licensed health provider or a licensed mental health provider. So I would not be able to help you address concerns that would fall into those categories. Anything that's coaching related, I can definitely help you with, but I am not a counselor, just to be clear. And then the final option for the appointments here is called a BA 280 or CWE check-in. Now, for students in the BA 280 class, this is like an internship. It's one of the capstone options for your business program. And in that class or in that internship, we require weekly check-ins. Some of them are required to be on Zoom, some of them are written, and students get to choose their own check-in times. So in this appointment, what we'll do is we'll go through the check-in sheet that's available in the Blackboard course shell. So again, that last one is really for those students who are in the BA 280 internship capstone class. All right, I want to walk you through now how to actually set this appointment. So let's say that I wanted to have an appointment with my teacher. I'm not really sure. I need some questions in my homework answered, some class questions. I mean, 30 minutes might be a little too long, but I know I'm going to need more than 15 minutes. So I'm just going to click this little arrow out to the side. And what that does is it opens up the options for you where there are some available appointments. So let's see right now, it looks like on Monday, December 15th, so you may be watching this in the future. Here would be the time slots available. Okay. And then on Wednesday, I can click and just kind of see what are the time slots available. And let's go out and see, like, what about next week? Oh, it looks like this week there's nothing available. And let's say I wanted to look for a different month. I would just click the calendar and choose a different month. Right now, though, the calendar only has these days available. Let's pretend that I wanted to meet on Monday at noon. That looks pretty good. It's going to ask you for your first name, your last name, your email, your student ID, and then the goal for the appointment. So it'd be really helpful if you can just type in what is the goal for your appointment? What do you hope to accomplish? And then you can just type confirm booking down at the bottom. That will send me a notification so that I know you and I have a meeting scheduled, and I may send an email with additional questions, but you will get a confirmation email from the system so that you can save that to your calendar. Let's talk about what if I can't meet on a Monday, a Wednesday, or a Friday. The only day I can meet is on Tuesday. Well, here's the solution for that. For those of you who are in one of my classes, you'll have in your Blackboard course content, you'll have my contact information. And so what I would ask you to do is just either send me a course message or an email and say, hey, Christina, I tried to book an appointment. I'm only available on Tuesdays. Could you meet on Tuesday the 16th? I'm free between 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. or whatever your availability is. What that does is it lets me know what your availability is, and I can look at my schedule, see what things I can shift around or move around, and then I'll send a reply to you to say, hey, Tuesday the 16th at 10:30 works great. Here's the Zoom link. I look forward to seeing you. So definitely, if you don't see a time that works for you and you need to meet with me, just send me an email. Let me know when you're available. Give me a couple of options there and let me know what it is you need so that I can best prepare to help you with whatever it is that you need. All right, that's an overview of the appointments. I also want to encourage you. I have some students that literally have an ongoing recurring meeting with me. I have one student that I see the first Monday of every month that we're in school. They just like to have a check-in on their progress, and it's a great meeting. If that's something you're interested in, you have the freedom and flexibility to go schedule that. I definitely want to be available for you if you're one of my students or of course one of my clients. But I definitely encourage you to use this appointment setting link. And if you don't see a time that you need, all you have to do is just send me a communication with some options and what it is that you need. All right, folks. So that is how to book an appointment, some tips of why you might book an appointment and what to do if you don't see an available time that works for you. If you have any questions, you can reach me through the course contact, or if you're one of my clients, you have my other contact information. All right. Thanks for watching this, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in an appointment. Take care.